Welcome to the latest installment of the Run to Daylight podcast. I am your host, Todd Burrows, and today I am going to be doing an FFPC 125. We'll probably do about the first 10 rounds, and then I will also take you through some draft picks that I'm going to do on Underdog, and I have one team on the clock on, we'll just find things to do in between my picks. I've gotten a lot of the number 2 and number 3 picks lately, which is my least favorite part of the draft. I got number 2 today. So I'm going to take either Chase, who I haven't gotten one number 1 this year for FFPC. If he somehow drops, I'll take Bijan if I get the number 2. And just so that you can see, that's the draft board. Well, you guys aren't, I haven't opened it up yet, but if you guys want to play on the FFPC like me and you've never done it, go to myffpc.com. That's myffpc.com. And if you've never played before, use the code DAYLIGHT on your first entry and save $25. So that's pretty cool. And FFPC not only does the best ball, with $300,000 up front, they've got $2 million prizes in the 350 and in the main event, which is between 1,500 and 2,200, depending on how many you do. I'm going to be doing one of those. I don't know that I'll stream that live. I'll probably do a recap podcast on who I picked. Something I've done a couple times, which is where I do live the picks and cobble them together for a podcast rather than people being able to see what I could do. So this is the draft board from last night. I had the number 3. Let me open it up. Second time I did that. And let's go and present, share screen. Entire screen. All right, so you're not going to be able to see my beautiful face anymore, but you will be able to see. All right, so here's the draft board from yesterday. You could see I had the number 3. Bijan fell to me. I didn't have a lot of Bijan, so I took him. I came back with Kittle over A.J. Brown or Ladd McConkey. I was hoping one of them would make it back. That was quick. Let's see who I got. I got Bijan again. All right. So as you guys know who followed me before, I will fill up my queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'll put the 2 quarterbacks in, and I'll put T. Higgins in as well. All right, so I've got enough people in my queue so that I can come back around and make both picks, I believe. If not, we'll figure it out at the time. Occasionally, I'll pop back over here and see if there's any questions. So from a structure standpoint, running back, tight end, 3 wide receivers, 2nd running back, 4th wide receiver. Then 3 of the next 5 picks were quarterbacks, stacking Purdy with nobody. No, I didn't have anyone. I just took Purdy. All right. I don't know why I did that. McCarthy with Addison and Michael Penix with Bijan. I was hoping to get someone else, but I didn't late. That's okay. But you could see 1, 2, 3, hero running back, Pollard, Dobbins. So that gave me 3 good ones. Spears. So I went for the stack cuff with Pollard. So that solidified my 2nd running back spot most weeks. because one of those guys should be healthy. And then upside guys for my 5th and 6th, Will Shipley and DJ Giddens, Pat Bryant, Harold Fannin. Both of those I took a little early. Horton, Slayton, and Michael Mayer. No one's drafting Michael Mayer, 4th tight end. He's going to be on the field a ton in a premium format of 1.5 points for tight end. So I thought that was a good thing. So we're still in the first round over here, so don't need to do much over there. I do have, you can see I use the Spike Week tools. I can click to get my lineups and update. I could check slow draft picks away, which I already just recently did. We'll go over here and we'll do some draft picks of things that are on the board, and I'll do some explaining there. And we are 8 or 9 picks away. So in case somebody is looking at, someone who's in the draft is watching, I won't put my queue together other than have the guys that I want for those 2 picks in. So we'll see who falls. I have a few other people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I've got 12 names. Is there anyone else I want to add? I could add JSN again, but I don't think so. I could put Jaden Daniels in. I'm not going to take Trevion Henderson. I got enough of him. And I went Bijan. So we're 5 picks away. One of A.J. Brown and Ladd McConkey are interesting to me. I think I already gave that away, so I don't mind mentioning it. Minute clock. So if you're not used to the minute clock, if you're used to the 20-second clock on Underdog, the minute clock, oh, there goes Ladd. That means I might end up going 2 running backs here. I doubt very highly I'm going to take Kittle because I mixed him yesterday. This is my 29th in the tournament, so I don't know that I'm going to want to. There goes Chase Brown. So I will tell you that I'll probably go Taylor or AJ, and Kittle went, which is good because I didn't want Kittle. So I'm going to take AJ Brown. Taylor would be a perfectly fine pick, but when you're on the corners, you can run into runs. There goes Josh Jacobs. And there goes Taylor. So Lamar or Josh Allen is going to be the pick. So I go over to my ownership, thanks to fantasymojo.com. Josh Allen, I have 3.5%. Lamar, I've got way more. So I'm going to take Josh Allen here. We'll open up the draft board. And let's close this draft board. So you're going to be able to see. So when I'm on the corner like this, I like to keep my team pretty even. I also think the next 2 picks, I know what I want to do with. So I am not going to actually, let's see, I did do that. I wanted to keep that open. So here's the draft board from yesterday. JSN, Pickens, and Jameson Williams. I love Pickens and Jameson, so I won't mind taking them again, but I also won't mind if I don't get them. So Josh Allen plays Philly in week 17. FFPC, there's only 80 people in the final, but week 17 correlation does matter. So the fact that I've got that game already covered and Josh Allen is easy to stack, we're off to a pretty good start for this team. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to take Daniel, so let me take him back out. 5. I'm not going to take James Cook. 6. Walker 7. Henderson 8. Garrett Wilson 9. Harrison 10. I'm not going to take Brees. I'm not going to take Kamara. That's 12. Evans 13. I'm not going to take Hurts. Is 14. Adams 15. Burrow 16. Tet 17. Worthy 18. Harvey 19. McLaurin 20. DJ Moore 21. I do need a tight end, so Laporta goes in 22. Pickens 23. Jameson 24. Devonta Smith 25. Ridley 26. Waddle 27. So that's more than enough people for the next setup. Bruce K. Morning, Bruce. How are you? I'm glad that you're a returner. I saw you in a couple of these rooms. I think I jumped out of that one. I thought I didn't want to. We had just started hanging out. I didn't know if I wanted to be in a draft with you. It wasn't a convenient draft really anyway. All right, so let's go over here. 1, 2, 4 on this team. No stack for Daniels. That's going to be tough because we didn't get Debo. But I don't know that Daniels needs to be stacked. I've got one good stud running back. He's correlated week 17. You could see that with the tools. Tyrone Tracy correlated. It looks like. Who's on Las Vegas? Why is that purple? I don't know why that's. Oh, with Jonty. Duh. Okay, so that's that. Baker, I could take with Evans. That would be a second tight end. Let's see. I don't really love any of these. I could go tight end. Been taking Kelsey lately. Andrews would be a decent choice. Bo Nix, I've been trying to get more of. Purdy. So I can come back and maybe get Purdy. I could take Charbonnet, who I've been pushing up. I don't have a ton of Baker, but I don't have Miami coming back. No one I really like later. I'm going to take 10% Kelsey. You could see how far away I am. Bruce has his main event. He's trying to relax a little. Good for you, Bruce. Good luck. Post it. Let me see it when you're done, if you want. All right. So we're still a few picks away. I don't even have to stress yet. I'm going to take Charbonnet. I've been really trying to build my ownership on him. I'm up to 20%. We'll keep going with that. So that's the pick there. And then here's a puppy where I'm early on. I've got Neighbors in London. You can see my ranks it's sorted by. Then I'll sort by this. Devontae Adams, that'll give me an early correlation. I've got 12% of him. But I've been trying to get a little bit more Mike Evans down the stretch with that injury. I'm going to forget the correlation and go Mike Evans. And then we'll stop there. We'll go in here. I do also think I might be on the clock on another FFPC. Nope. All right. I love Walker too, but the issue is he's going. Since he's been going in a range where I really like wide receivers, I'm getting less of him. Did he go? Let's see. Yeah, he went to 312. He goes, I think, too early here, even though he did catch passes last year. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 picks away. I'm not going to take a running back. I put Harvey in there, but there's probably back-to-back wide receivers here. I'm up next. I probably would have taken Devontae if he was there. I know I have Bijan with Pickens, but I'm doing that again. So I took Pickens. Let's see what this guy doubles up on. So one of the things you want to do, and I didn't do it because I really didn't care, but he's autoing all his picks so far. Let's see if that holds true. Where are we? Draft board. If that's the case, he's going to get Joe Burrow here, which I don't think he's going to mind. Yeah, he got Joe Burrow. Let's see if he gets RJ Harvey, who's the next up in ADP, or if he's just letting it run down to the end. Yeah, he actually made that pick. Pearsall, yes. Igbuka, a little bit. I missed the window with him. He's fine at where he's going. I just like others just as much. And in tournaments where he's been taken way earlier for months, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me. All right, so DJ Moore. I'm not going to take Williams or Laporta. So it's Moore, Ridley, or Waddle. 4% Moore, 4% Ridley, and 14% Waddle in this tournament. So I'm going to go with Ridley. I like him more than the ownership I have on him, if that makes sense. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess Waddle's much lower. I pulled him up. 15, 16, Igbuka 17, Pacheco 18, Pearsall 19. Not going to take Monty. Not going to take Aaron Jones. Not going to take Tyler Warren. Ingram. Not going to take Judy. I'll throw Andrews in there. Caleb, no. Odunze. Why is Odunze so low on FFPC? I'll put him in there. Njoku, no. All right. So I should have enough people in the queue to make 2 more picks. Let's see. You want to see some of my most owned guys in this tournament? Anthony Richardson, 39%. That didn't work out great. Tajay Spears, 35. Will Shipley, 32. Tony Pollard, 32. Tony Horton, 32. Garendo, that didn't work out so good, 29. Fields, 25. And Jigba, 25. Josh Palmer, 25. Jameson Williams, 25. Sampson, 21. Algier, 21. Dobbins, 21. Charbonnet, 21. So as you can see, I've got good ownership on a bunch of these guys. I don't need any of them in this team. I'm only doing 2 or 3 more of these. So that was good to review for you guys. Also good to review for me. How do you know if it's an auto pick? Go to the draft board, and if it's got that little, see how there's a little star next to the name? That's auto pick. We teaching, we learning. He loves Ridley. What do you love about Ridley? Make me feel better about my pick. Thanks for hanging out, too. That's fun. All right. Anyone else in that wants a question? All right, so you can see with the Spike Week tools, it doesn't tell you who to pick, but it shows you that I've got. So gives you a better cue here. So I got Josh Allen and Dak with Jackson Dart, Bijan. So overall, I'm at 3,772. So that's 14. So this is my last pick. So I really need a tight end. Let's see if there's one that I like. I do kind of like Gadsden, although less since Dawson Knox. Kincaid gets hurt. Conklin, Disley, Barner. All right, no one there that I love. Let's see who my two tight ends are. Am I good enough? Kincaid and Strange, I can get by without. So we'll dabble in looking at some other people. Is there anyone that I have to have? I've already got 7 running backs, so I'm not going to do that. I've got 3 quarterbacks. All right, I'm going to go with, man, nobody I love. Go back to wide receiver. Really just looking for someone I like. Tolbert to go with Dak I could do. You know what I'm going to do? He might not even make the team, but if he does, Dart to Hyatt, week 17. Boom. There's my pick there. Let's go back. I'm 4 or 5 picks away. So I don't have a tight end yet in this format. That's something that, you kind of want. Kelsey, Ingram, and Andrews. Kelsey, 10%. I think Ingram, I was up at 21. Yep. And Andrews, 15. So ownership's not going to play a big part in this decision. Pollard's another good pick. If all 3 of the tight ends make it, and I don't care, then Pollard might be the pick. Debo, Olave, Tracy. All guys I wouldn't mind. Charbonnet. It goes Rome Odunze. Now I want Pollard. And I didn't get him. Sniped! I'm going to take Tyrone Tracy because I'll get one of the tight ends that I like. Let me look at Tracy's ownership here. 17%. Sharb, 21%. Charbonnet's the pick. Would have really liked Pollard. And then we'll take one of the tight ends that are left. You'll be able to go over here and see that I'm now at 2 running backs, a quarterback, and 3 wide receivers. So again, I keep things pretty flat. Let's see if I can predict who he'll take. He needs a tight end too, so he could take 2 of them here, leaving me the 3rd, which would be fine. Patience is a virtue. Let's see if, because he had the most off-target throws last year. He only had 4 games with 7. Okay. Yeah, I think I agree with all that. That's one of the reasons I'm in on Pollard. I mean, Ridley. So all of them made it back. Ownership's not really an issue here. Kelsey's the one I own the least of. I'm going to take Kelsey. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of Ingram, and I like Ingram. Let me look again. I really hoped he would make my life easier by taking one of them. Yeah, I got 2-1 Ingram over Kelsey. I'm going to take Kelsey. He's a good pick there. That's a little later than normal for him. He lost weight. He's still dating the beautiful girl. One more year. $10, $11, $12, $13, $14. I don't have Evans, so I'm not going to. Diggs, 15, Kraft, 16, Knicks. I'm going to pass on. No, I could take Knicks, 17, because I got Kelsey coming back. Loveland, 18, Jennings, 19, Dak, 20, Dobbins, 21, Kincaid, 22, Ferguson, 23, Keon, 24. That should be enough. That should be enough. All right. I like Hunter more. I think Hunter is the much better player. He also has, right now Godwin's not there, and right now McMillan's not there, but they're going to come. Maybe Igbuka settles, but that whole team could regress, where I feel like Hunter and the Jags, I just, especially for best ball, but I guess I'll put on my answer that if I've got enough, like I'm not taking Hunter as much. If I only have 1 or 2 wide receivers, I might go Igbuka. If I've got 3 or 4 wide receivers, I'm definitely going Hunter. I don't want to count on Hunter, but I think he's more spiky. Good questions. Keep them coming. I'm doing this by myself, and it definitely helps. We'll go about another 15 minutes with this. Slow picks away. All right. Let's make some more picks. I don't know. This is new. I hate this. All right. 1 quarterback. So I'm looking for the blue means stacking. So I always want to see where I'm at. Jordan Love. So I've got Tucker Kraft. Is he going to make it to my next pick? Probably. So I'm going to put him in the queue. I've got 3 running backs. I've got 5 wide receivers and a tight end. I like Sampson. I obviously like Spears. Let's go to ADP. Tootin. So there's a bunch. I've got Drake London. Oh, Penix. Oh, all right. I'm taking Kyle Pitts. If I don't get Love, I should get Penix. And if I want, I could take Penix or Love. I've got more Penix, but I've been trying to get more Penix. Love, I've only got 4% of, and I've got the correlation. So for this team, I'm going to go Love over Penix. You guys won't see where I end up, but you see my thought process. All right, 1, 2, 4th round. Tet has a week 17 with Njigba. That's an easy one. Let's see. I've got 14%, 22% with Jonty, and 14% with London because I've been taking them both lately. 18 and 10 with Worthy with my first 2 picks. Pickens 18, 13. I think that. All right, 4 picks away. So, a couple very, very interesting things here. I know who I want. I'm not going to say. A hint, I took him last night. And that's who I wanted. I would have taken Dak to go with Pickens. Not the end of the world that I didn't get him, but that's who I wanted. All right. So Mason or Dobbins is left. I could use the third running back here. I also want to stack. And there goes Mason. All right, Dobbins is the pick. And hopefully one of Kincaid or Ferguson will make it back to me. Or I could just screw this guy who, what's his name? B-Ball 33, who took my Dak. Yeah, he had CeeDee Lamb. He had to do that. I can't blame him for that. So I'm going to get one of the guys to stack with Josh Allen here. Again, we go back to my ownership. Take a quick look. I've got 21% of Kincaid. I've got 4% of Coleman. So that is great, but I want a second tight end too, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You got to set up your draft. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Ertz, Hunter Henry, and Brenton Strange. So there are tight ends that I like later enough, right? So I'm going to take Keon Coleman. I'm going to even that ownership up a little bit. And maybe one of the earlier tight ends makes it to me. So Baker 1, 2. I'm not taking Kyler 3. Kincaid 4. Mixon no is 5, 6. Shakir 7. Fields 8. Purdy, yeah, I'll put him in there 9. Cup 10. Pittman 11. Jaden Reed 12. Drake May 13. Judkins 14. Caleb 15. I'm not taking Caleb. Robinson no 16. Goddard 17. Pitts 18. Javante 20. Goff 21. Godwin 22, Herbert 23, McCarthy 24, Benson, Shaheed, Henry, Strange, Tootin, Burden, Mims, Samson. A lot of guys I like. So there will be people at the next 2 picks that I like, which is what you hope for. All right. So let's go back over here. Let's see if we have any more questions. I love Drake May. My Drake May ownership has gone down as he's moved up, but I still have 8%. Got him in Dynasty. I got him in my season-long contest. Just not as much in this tournament. 15% overall. When you look over at, if you go to Spike Week, I've got all the cool Spike Week tools that are updated with my latest information. In Best Ball Mania, I've got 10% May and overall 13% Drake May. So, yep, I do like Drake May. Are we having fun yet, guys? Anyone else? Oh, no, that was a different guy. He was purple also. Hi, Markeith. Nice to meet you. Any other questions? Drop them in here. I keep checking. Helps the show to go faster. All right. So this team, I made my pick. Dalmatian. Sort by ADP. 1, 2, 3, Gibbs and Taylor. So definitely don't want a running back. Don't have a tight end. I really want my fourth wide receiver. I don't have a Packer yet. So Jaden Reed, I'm a little worried about the ankle, but not enough not to take him here. Let's do a Pomeranian. Pomeranian, what am I thinking? All right. Oh, how far away am I? I knew I was looking for something. All right. So 2, 5, 7, 2, 7, 14, 16. I'm in round 17. I'm right next to Sacrilegious. Want to see what Sacrilegious's team look like? 3, 5, 7, 2. Later QBs. Derrick Henry, Trevion at ownership. Zach Charbonnet and Kittle. Interesting. Did he reach heavy for anyone? Nope. Pretty much playing the draft board. All right, so I've got 2 good quarterbacks. I checked my weak spots, 2 good tight ends. So I've got Christian McCaffrey, but I could go for either a running back or a wide receiver. See if my boy Franklin's been taken. He has. That's one of my priority late guys, Jerquez. Oh, let's wait for the Spike Week hacker. It says it's ready. Oh, it is ready. Okay. Hunter, I got 12%. He has I like Monangai too. I've got 12% Hunter, 11% Monangai, Taj Brooks. So I've been hitting Taj the most lately. Let's see what's at wide receiver. And then you could see playoff view. These are the games that I've got. Why aren't my quarterbacks showing? That's why it threw me off. My quarterback, it normally shows you. Let's get the whole hacker up. I don't see any wide receiver that I have to have. So we're going to go back to running back. Let's do this first. So none of the tight ends I hoped would make it back to me did. So there goes Herbert. So really, none of the quarterbacks I wanted made it. McCarthy, I don't have stacked. Lawrence, I don't have stacked. But this format, stacking isn't as important. I've got 3 running backs. I'm just going to take Brenton Strange again. Let's look real quick. Thing about the minute clock. Hunter Henry, only 4%. Strange, only 4%. Kind of digging Strange lately. And Lawrence is there. I want to try and keep this pod to about 45 minutes. We're at 40. So we're definitely doing these picks, obviously. I wouldn't leave you hanging. This guy has only one quarterback. So he's going to take one, maybe two quarterbacks. Does he have? He does not have. He's got Addison. So he's probably going to take McCarthy here. He took frickin' Eckler. He's got to take McCarthy. No, he doesn't, but I would. So I covered my number 2 tight end, put myself in a position to get my number 2 quarterback. If he makes it, I've backstacked. He took Tootin. I take Lawrence. So that was a kind of cool little late backstack because I got sniped on, well, I didn't get sniped, but I really like Shaheed, but too many guys I liked in that range. So right now I'm at 3 running backs, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers. Running backs wear out quicker in this format. I would consider McCarthy, Love, Stroud, or Penix. Cam Ward, obviously, is a third. I don't know that he's going to make it 2 rounds, though. And I need to hit running back. Javonte, Bigsby, Ramondre, Sampson, Spears, Davis, Algier, no, because I'm not going to. All right, let's see that. Let's go wide receiver. Cup, Godwin at that point, yes. Higgins, yeah, at that point. Mooney, Kirk, Burden, Mims. That's it for me. Tight end. I'm not going to take a tight end next time. I can't. Running back, maybe third quarterback. I've got Josh Allen. I really don't need to prioritize my third quarterback. So Ward is a nice to have, not a need to have on the way back. This could be double running backs. Let's see what happens. And we'll go until at least the next pick. All right, let's see. So now you can see with the Spike Week tools, I've got Prescott, Washington, and Detroit. I've got week 15, week 16 are colored. I don't have week 16 for Dak. I don't care. That's a nice to have, not a need to have. So in looking at the playoff weeks, I don't have a San Francisco and I don't have an Atlanta. I do have an Atlanta, Algier with Adams. So I don't need Hunter. I'm going to go Kyle Monange. I've got him about even with Taj. And that's how I do it. That's the thought processes. All right. And some people don't like these tools, but they're not telling me who to draft. They're just helping me do things that I would do anyway more efficiently. Playoff view. 0-2-4. So I don't have a quarterback. I want a quarterback. My quarterback is already gone. Someone took Dak. Dang it. I've been trying to get more Dak. Mayfield's still there. I only have 4% Mayfield, but with Evans and the narrowing field, that's very possible. Tracy's a guy that I've been prioritizing lately. Pacheco's a guy that I'm too far under on as well. Chicago, I could come back and get Caleb. Olav, need more wide receivers too. I'm going to go Pacheco. 3 running backs. Boom. Opens up Bo Nix for the week 17 correlation. All right. Where are we at over here? 5 picks away. All right. So I don't have Herbert stacked yet. Quentin Johnson's been falling, but I have him ahead of Trey Harris. That's an easy pick. I am now stacked. All right. 2672. If you hang out with me long enough, you're going to see that that's where I tend to be a lot this year, even if I have an early. There's too many good game-breaking running backs late. And I'm not, this is just how I'm doing it. 2672. I look May and Lawrence. I could add a quarterback there. Are there any there that I'm stacked up with? Richardson? No. Dart? Do I have Neighbors? No. If I had Neighbors, I would have considered Dart or Wilson. So we're not going quarterback. Then I go down to my other twos, Kincaid and Strange. All right. Is Fannin still around? I think he's gone. Yep. Who took him? It's Tyler Jackson. All right. So I'm not going there. And then running back, I've got my 6. So I'm probably going wide receiver. All right. I need running backs. Ray Davis with Allen. I like doing that. My daughter calling me. Miss Tyler Algier. Oh, that's right. I didn't want Algier because I was. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm up to 4 running backs. So I've been doing a lot of this backup running back with starting quarterback. Because if Cook goes down, Ray Davis could go nuke one of the playoff weeks and advance me. That could mean that Josh Allen had a bad week, and then I get low on Josh Allen the following week. So that's kind of what I've been doing there. No wide receivers I absolutely have to have here. No third tight end I absolutely have to have. So I'm going to continue to chip away at running back. I'm going to take Ollie Gordon. I've got a ton of Will Shipley, as you guys saw. And Gordon has been coming on with no one else there. Is there anyone? I could take Penix. Is Ward still around? Why would Ward go before Penix? I don't know. I mean, Penix is a great third. And I could get other running backs I liked about as much. I'm going to take Penix. Really wasn't looking for a third quarterback there, but I mean, I got Penix to Bijan. They're going to pass some. Wasn't planning on it, but boy, I mean, Penix could really be good this year. All right. I think that's going to do it. I've taken you guys 50 minutes in. I'm going to finish up here, give my daughter a call back. And again, if you're new and you haven't played on the FFPC, it's a ton of fun. And it is myffpc.com. Use the code DAYLIGHT and save $25 off your first team. See you soon, guys.